make the best ever chicken today from our Whole Foods menu planning made easy box. You want to start off by having your skillet on a medium heat. You're using a cast iron skillet over here because we're going to put it in the oven in a second. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some olive oil to it. I've got it pretty hot. It's at it's real hot. Y'all, I'm going to actually turn that down because it's super hot and it's going to start smoking on me. You know what I'm going to do? It's going to be great. We're going to trust that over there. Y'all, I got it really, really hot this morning. So if y'all see me start a fire over here, you let me know. I'm going to scoot this over. There we go. Do as I made this last night. I promise it's fantastic. Just trust me on this one. It is a little more work and labor intensive. But the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to take, here we go. We've got 4 ounces of cream cheese. We're going to add in 3 tablespoons of olive oil, mayonnaise, and then we're going to add in 2 cloves of garlic. Now, if I was super awesome, I would be using fresh garlic, but the reality is I'm a busy mama just like y'all, and I didn't have time to make my fresh garlic today to chop it up. So I'm just going to do it this way, and we're just going to mix this together really, really well here. How's your hopping on? Tell me good morning. Also, if you will hit that share this button, we will enter you to win a $25 Amazon gift card. Y'all let me know, has anybody gotten this Whole Foods box yet? Has any of y'all ordered it? You guys, we made this last night. It was so yummy. I am glad I tested it out once, and my husband and son agreed that y'all are going to be glad that I'm going to show you how to make this because it's a little trickier than some of our other recipes, and y'all know I don't do tricky well. So this is the easy cheesy spinach stuffed chicken. Here's the recipe box that it is in. Oh my word, y'all, so yummy. You're gonna take your spinach and you want to chop it up pretty finely. So get yourself a good cutting board. These are some fantastic knives. My friend Cherie, about a year ago, I think, was like, Laura, you need some decent knives. And so for my birthday gift, she and the Passionate Penny Pincher team gave me a great set of knives, and they are super valuable when you're making things like this. You want to get your spinach chopped up really well. Good morning, Penny. Thank you for sharing. Hey, Vale. I hope you're doing so well. I hope you're having the sweetest morning, Vale. Okay, we're going to chop this up pretty finely, and you need about, let me make sure I get the right amount. You need 1.5 cups of chopped spinach. So we're going to sit here and get this chopped up pretty quickly, hopefully. Good morning. You purchased the recipes. Yay, Terry. Terry, did you get the PDF files? I sent them out last night to y'all via email. If you order the menu planning box, you will get your PDF files today when you order. Lowest price is right now. If you happen to be watching, if you're watching the replay, we will probably watch and see if we have any discounts in the comments for sure. Okay, we need a little bit more of this. I have spinach going everywhere. Y'all, this recipe, I made it for my son and for my husband last night, and they were super impressed. I honestly think it might be the best chicken I've ever eaten in my whole life. I will tell you, it's a great keto meal, so it's perfect if you're keto. The only downside to this one is it's a little more work. So this is not a dump in your crock pot kind of recipe. This is one you have to actually do the work for, but it's so worth it. Hey, Val, I'm so glad that you're excited about the new box. That makes me so happy. Okay, so we're going to add in a half, let me make sure I'm telling you the right amount, 1/4 cup of mozzarella, 1/4 cup of Parmesan. We're gonna mix this in here. Let me get y'all real close up in the business. How's that? Can y'all see real good? Okay, we're gonna mix that all up super fast. Y'all, after this, I'm gonna make banana oat cups. I think I'm gonna make those over on Instagram because I think by the time y'all see me full with this chicken, be prepared. It's gonna be something else. So you wanna get this mixed really, really well. So we're gonna mix that super well together. Again, thank you for hitting that share this button. If you're interested in our Whole Foods box, you guys, it is 12 weeks of all recipes that are made of non-processed foods. It does not mean that you have to shop at Whole Foods. It just means that the food is unprocessed. So you can see like everything here is pretty minimally processed, and it just makes really good natural food. You will learn to cook a little bit better if you're like me and could use some help with that. I tend to be a quick and easy cook, so I'm kind of excited about having some stuff that's a little bit more challenging. This chicken last night, you guys. Okay, let's talk through the chicken. Are we ready for the chicken? This intimidated me. After cooking it, I have a lot of tips for you now. So let's go through that. It wasn't ricotta, it was cream cheese. Watch from the beginning of the video at the replay, but it's cream cheese, garlic, a little tiny bit of avocado mayo, y'all, it looks like this, some garlic, It's super yummy. Okay, these are your chicken breasts. Now, these were mega huge mama chicken breasts. They were really, really big. So your trick is gonna be to get these to where you wanna be able to stuff a pocket from them, okay? It has breakfast the recipes in this are all dinners and desserts. So you are gonna love these. They are so good. Okay, this is the tricky part. I'm gonna do this first one without you guys close up, and then we'll see how we go. Okay, here's your chicken breast. You want a good knife, okay? Here's your big old chicken. Your trick is to slice this guy through. Some of y'all are seasoned chefs and you're probably like, Laurie, please don't butcher this chicken. I'm gonna butcher this chicken. What I realized after we made it last night is that we made them super thick and that's not gonna work for you. So you wanna kind of get them, hang on. Actually, I am gonna bring you guys in so you can see, because I know it's hard to do if you're not watching real close. Okay, so here, you don't want to slice all the way through like I just did. Okay, I'm not going to watch y'all. I'm going to just watch my little chicken right here. You want to keep your fingers. Sheree, if you happen to watch this, girly, I was thinking today I needed to drive you up here. Your goal is to get it cut through enough that you can stuff it. But you also don't want it super thick. So we did one and we kind of layered it over on itself and it was a mess. So you're basically, imagine you're making a lean pocket or a hot pocket out of your spinach. Okay, we're gonna do that on all three. Out of your chicken. See, like this one I think is gonna be tough to do because she's so skinny. But we're gonna, a little cheeky, let's see what we can do with you. I'm gonna trim this off real fast first. Okay. Y'all, if I can do this, this one is so skinny. Do y'all see how skinny this chicken is? I don't know if I can stuff her. Let's come over to, this is what my husband said last night. This one's gonna be great. Let me show y'all how to do that one first. The thing is, I'm just like y'all and I'm frugal. So y'all know I'm not gonna waste that chicken. So it's just gonna, oh, this one did perfectly. So that's about the size. You want one that's chubby enough that you can cut down in there and make yourself a little, just think of it, you're making a little taco baby out of your chicken because you're stuffing it. This guy is just gonna be skinny, so we're just gonna be gentle with, I don't know if I can do that one, y'all. Okay, do you see this? Let me show you the difference here. This is a lesson. This chicken, do you see how nice and chubby she is? She's just a nice chubby little chicken. This little chicken, she's a little skinny. So you need your chicken to be a little less skinny because you can't very well stuff this guy. I learned my lesson last night. I'm still gonna do my bestest. And I just won't be able to get a whole lot of stuffing in there, but it's fine. You guys, the best thing about this is as long as the meat is cooked and you don't give yourself any diseases, you're only feeding your family and it's gonna be fine. This guy is just really too skinny. We're gonna work with it. You know what I'm gonna do? This is not a great, I almost just wanna let this one go, except that I'm cheap. I'll fool with this one later. Let's fool with these two guys we know. Okay, so you see how I've got my nice little pockets. Let's do this. Now we have our spinach. And what we're gonna do next is we're just gonna take some of this and we're gonna stuff it in there. And again, we're just making this into a nice little pocket of stuffed stuff. Now my problem is that I wanna really stuff her thick with all the goodness. And when this, actually, you know what? Get your hands in there, girls. I know that actually when you get your hands in there, it's really easy. I wish I had done this last night. I did not get my fingers in there last night because I was grossing out. But do you see my little cheesy stuffed chicken? Now we're gonna take a toothpick, which I'm totally wishing I had pulled out pre-chicken guts, but I did not. Stuff her in there. See your happy chicken? You could probably flatten them with a mallet. The problem was like that one is flatter, and when we did that and tried to cook it over top of itself, it was not a good experience. I will just say, we learned our lesson there. Okay, so we're gonna put these guys in there. These are just little toothpicks. Let's do them one more. And now that I've kind of seen, you know what, if you will get your hands up in the chicken, it's gonna be a lot easier to see what you need to do. I gotta figure out where I got my cut on here. Okay, so see, this is a nice big chicken breast. Don't be afraid of it. I know that you guys are like me. How many of y'all grew up cooking? Who here grew up cooking? I did not grow up cooking stuff like this, so it does intimidate me a lot because I don't feel like I'm confident enough to know what I'm doing. But if I can do this, this is what I love about these recipes is there's a community of us all together. We're working on shooting some better videos for you guys that are a little bit quicker, easier to watch. So our goal is to just make this easier for you. That is one big old nasty chicken, y'all. Okay, we're gonna stuff this guy in here as much as we can. Oh, he's big. Sheree, you're gonna come up. I know you're watching me and you're probably dying. You're like, Laurie, that is not the tip. But it's gonna be fun. Y'all, for the sake of video, I am gonna go ahead and because I'm gonna eat this for lunch, you know what I'm gonna do with this guy? I am gonna, because he is so thin, we're just gonna stuff him full. And then we're gonna add some toothpicks-ish. And I will make it work. The problem with it like this, actually maybe that will work. The problem with this guy is it's hard to get him to cook all the way through. And that's the reason I wanna make sure you wanna make sure you can get it cooked all the way through. However, there we go. Okay, that part is done. Let me wash my hands super fast to show you the next part. Okay, hang on. Let me get you guys to where I can talk to you. What do y'all think so far? This is the hardest recipe so far that I have seen in here, but it is so good when you eat it. The food is so good. Last night, James and I were like, this is literally the best recipe we've ever made. It is a little more work. Most of the recipes are not quite this much work, but it is so good. You're gonna be like, Laurie, I am so glad I trusted you and tried this out. I know, y'all, you know how much I don't like to touch chicken, Debbie. If I can do this, you can do this. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna bring y'all back here so you can kind of watch a little bit more. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna take our seasonings. This is super easy. You need half teaspoon of salt, super simple. And I will tell you, I would double up on these seasonings. I did that last night. I'm using about 3/4 teaspoon. 3/4 teaspoon of paprika. Again, because I'm adding a little bit more. The recipe says half teaspoon salt, half teaspoon pepper, half teaspoon garlic powder, and half teaspoon paprika. I am doing about 3/4 of a teaspoon because we did that last night. And like I said, it was so, so good. So you're just gonna mix those up in a little cute bowl. You will feel so fancy. I got these bowls from Home Goods and I absolutely love them. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna sprinkle this chicken over here. And now we gotta go over to our hot oil. Say a prayer we don't burn the house down. If I can do this, y'all. Somehow I've managed not to burn the house down, despite myself. Okay, we're gonna get that all. Y'all, this was so good last night for dinner. I can't even wait. Are we ready? Girls, let's walk over to the stove. Come on, girlies, we've got this. Ugh. Now, the issue is gonna be my camera, first of all. Seeing where we want it to be. I'm gonna bring this back over and I'm gonna go ahead and set my heat to a nice, probably about a medium temperature. I've got my oil that was already in there. You wanna have some good tongs. And I'm gonna go ahead, because I only salted that one side, I'm gonna bring this over. I'm gonna turn these on their spiced side. It's gonna, in theory, if this griddle's still hot. Oh, it's not as hot as it was. Okay, it's gonna spice up. Well, I should have left it on a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and do this. And then we're gonna let these guys, here it's starting to sizzle. I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit more. Okay. Now we're gonna take the rest of our seasonings and we're just gonna sprinkle those on top. And what's nice is this is all in one dish. So you did all the hard work, okay? I know that felt super scary. I know this recipe feels way more intimidating than other recipes that we've made. But I promise you, it is so worth it. So we're gonna let that brown on each side. So we're just gonna let this brown on each side in the juices. Oh my gosh, y'all, I promise this is so good. So let me show you super fast while we're waiting for this to go. And then I'll show you how to turn it here in a second. How many of you guys, if you missed it, our Whole Foods menu plans launched last night, and my favorite thing that has been the most popular seller are these grocery lists. Y'all, these grocery lists are so good. It's a little grocery list meal planner. It's backwards for y'all, but this is your grocery list. This is your food for the week. So stinking yummy, so stinking handy and convenient. I promise if you get one of these, you will not be disappointed. Lowest price today only. If you're watching and you're not watching the replay, I don't know if hopefully there's a discount code. Try the code WHOLEFOOD, all one word, whole food at checkout to save 20%. Menu planning boxes are their lowest price today as well. We have the meal planning pad. You guys, such good stuff here. You're gonna love it. Okay, do y'all hear me sizzling over here? Next, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna turn this over. See how this went. Sorry, this is sticking. I didn't get my hand grease well enough. Oh, you guys, this is gonna be, do y'all see how y'all, hang on, I need you to get closer in because you need to see this. Hang on. Can y'all see real well? I like it when y'all can see it really well because I know you'd rather see the food than anything else. Oh my gosh, so yummy. I think I did this one so much better than last night. Way better than last night. Now, last night and today, I did have some spillage over here from the cream cheese. It worked fine. What we're gonna do next is we're just gonna let that sit for a few more minutes, and then we are gonna bake it in the oven. So my oven is preheated to 425. I'm gonna bake it in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes. You wanna get a meat thermometer. This is the one I use. You want it to hit 365 on this guy. Then you will know that, and you want to make sure when you're testing it that it goes way down deep into the middle. You are going to feel so fancy when you make this recipe. I'm going to go ahead and pop it in the oven for 425. And I'm going to hop on Instagram and make these banana oat cups next. Oh, now. Let's do this. Let's turn that off first. Okay. You do want to put this on your middle oven, your middle rack, which you can't see, but I'm doing. We're going to set that for 15 minutes, y'all. I promise. Did I say 15 minutes? Hang on. I promise if you struggle with grocery shopping and menu planning and you want some easy recipes, you guys, these new whole food boxes are amazing. Truly, probably one of our favorite boxes. If you struggle with this, lowest prices right now. So go ahead and grab it today. You will not be disappointed. I promise. If you've been on the fence, we only come out with one new box a year. They're always really good, but I kind of feel like this is going to win it all. So click the link in the video to get more. I'm going to hop on Instagram and I'm going to hop on Instagram, make the banana oat cups, and then y'all can hopefully see the ends of this. Oh, actually, I'm cheating. I made it yesterday for y'all. This is what it looks like, kind of. I feel like those are going to look prettier because they browned a little bit better. But this is last night's leftovers. So good. Y'all are going to love them. Y'all have an amazing day. Hit the share this button. If you have any questions, let us know, and we will be happy to help you out. I am so thankful for you. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.